Good morning, students. Welcome back to online classes. I think you are note down, you are observing all these classes, and don't sit idle and note down all the important points. It can help you in your future, and competitive examinations can help you. Now, already I told you about the different kinds of landforms, that is plains, plateaus and mountains. Now we are going to discuss about rivers. Rivers, lakes and deltas. Yes, rivers, lakes and deltas. Listen, how many rivers are there in our Andhra Pradesh? Yes, in our Andhra Pradesh, rivers play an important role in the development of agriculture. The rivers are played a key role to develop industries. That means the rivers are very, very important for every state, for every country. Without the rivers, we can't cultivate the land. If you do not cultivate the land, no food grains. So rivers are very, very important for us. So now I can explain each of the topic. Rivers. Dear students, do you know which is the nearest river of your area? Do you know the name of nearest river? Very nearest for us, maybe 10 kilometers of distance, we have one river is there. Yes, I can tell you, Andhra Pradesh have the three main rivers are there. That is Godavari, rivers. I can explain each of the river. Godavari. Godavari river. Next, Krishna river. Okay, listen. Third one, Pennar. Yes, our nearest river is Godavari. That is Vasishtha Godavari. That is Vasishtha Godavari. Near Rajamandri, Gautami, Godavari. Of course, listen. Godavari is the largest river in Andhra Pradesh. Godavari is the largest river in Andhra Pradesh. This is the second largest river in India. Godavari is the second largest river in India. Of course, in Andhra Pradesh, Godavari is the largest river in Andhra Pradesh. Yes, where the Godavari originate or where the Godavari take its birth. Where the Godavari take its birth. Yes. River Godavari take its birth in Western Ghats in Maharashtra. Western Ghats in Maharashtra. Western Ghats in Maharashtra, near Nasika Trayambak. It is the holiest river for Hindus. For every Pushkaras, the many people take holy bath in this river. Listen, the river Godavari take its bath Western Ghats in Maharashtra near Nasik district near the place is called Trayambak. The place is called Trayambak. Simply we use the word, the birthplace of Godavari is called Nasika Trayambak. Yes, this Godavari river flows through Maharashtra and Telangana and fall into Bay of Bengal. Do you know one thing? In our Andhra Pradesh, all the rivers are flows towards the east and fall into Bay of Bengal. So what do you know about Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats? Simply, so this is our India. Yes, India you take, this is east, yes, so this is west, this is east, Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, okay. So because of the west, it is called Western Ghats. This because of the east, it is called yes. These are called Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats means hilly region. Sesaisalam Hills, Papikondalu, yes, these are called Eastern Ghats. Listen, Godavari originate, this is Godavari, near Western Ghats in Maharashtra. So it flows towards the east and fall into Bay of Bengal. All the rivers, Krishna, Godavari, Ganga, Brahmaputra, all these rivers are also flows toward the east and fall into Bay of Bengal. Godavari is also one of the most important river, flows towards the east and fall into Bay of Bengal. So, understand, Western Ghats, the Godavari take its birth Western Ghats in Maharashtra and it flows toward the east, fall Bay of Bengal, and in the Western Ghats, Nasika Trayambak. Oh, okay, this is the. Do you know on the river Godavari, the two important dams are there, Ancuts are there. Do you know where it is located? On the river Godavari, the British government, Sir Arthur Cotton, the British engineer, Sir Arthur Cotton, under the British rule, constructed one Anicut or dam near Dhavaleshwaram. Understand? Dhavaleshwaram. The one more project is under construction. One more at present, it is in progress, that is Polavaram. Polavaram. Understand or not? The two important dams constructed across the river Godavari. One is near Dhauleshwaram, it is Cotton Barrage, and also called Dhauleshwaram Anicut. It was constructed by British government by engineer Sir Arthur Cotton. Sir Arthur Yes, because of his work, our Andhra Pradesh get very good crops. Okay. The next important river of Andhra Pradesh is called, the next important river of Andhra Pradesh is called River Krishna. River Krishna. Second river, okay. Yes, Godavari is how Godavari is holiest river. The Krishna river is also holy river for Hindus. Yes. Recently, Pushkaras conducted here by the state government. Before the Krishna Pushkaras, Godavari also celebrated Godavari Pushkaras. Pushkara means 12 years. For every 12 years, the people take bath in the Godavari or Krishna. It is called Pushkaras. Listen, the second number river is called as Krishna river. This is river Krishna. River Krishna. Listen, Krishna river is the second largest river in Andhra Pradesh. Krishna river is the second largest river in Andhra Pradesh. It is also holy river for Hindus. Where it originate? Yes, Godavari originate in Western Ghats. Like that, the river Krishna is also originate in Western Ghats. In Maharashtra, near Mahabaleshwar. Yes, it is also flows towards the east and fall into Bay of Bengal. Yes, Godavari fall into Bay of Bengal near Antarvedi. Yes, everybody knows, many of your parents may go there and take bath there. Near Antarvedi, Godavari merge into the Bay of Bengal. Krishna also flows towards the east. It is also fall into Bay of Bengal near Hamsala Devi. Yes, on the Krishna river, across the Krishna river, there are also two important bridges are there, barrages are there. That is called Prakasham Barrage. Under the British rule, The Sir Arthur Cotton, he constructed Krishna barrage. This is called Prakasham barrage and also called as Krishna barrage. Prakasham barrage and Krishna barrage. Do you know? Yes, Mahabaleshwar is also one of the place. It's give birth to river Krishna. River Krishna. Listen, what are the two important? Yes, one is constructed across the river Krishna, the near Vijayawada, that is called as Prakasham barrage. The one more bridge, one more dam is also constructed across the river Krishna, that is Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. Once again, the two important barrages constructed across the river Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. The Nagarjuna Sagar project is also called as a multi-purpose project. It is also multi-purpose project. It gives number of uses. It supply the water for irrigation. What do you know? Multi-purpose, number of benefits are there under this project. Under this project, number of benefits are there. It may provide, it will supply water for irrigation, it gives electricity, it gives the transportation, canal transportation. So, these are the most important benefits of this rivers. Third river is called as Pennar. Yes, the river Penna is also one of the important river in Andhra Pradesh. It is near Nelluru districts. Okay, Penna river. So, river Godavari, river Krishna and river Penna, these are the three important rivers in our Andhra Pradesh. So, the river Godavari and Krishna originates in Western Ghats in Maharashtra. One is in Godavari near Nasika Trayambak, Krishna near Mahabaleshwar. These two rivers are flow towards the east, fall into Bay of Bengal. River Krishna fall in the sea in Bay of Bengal near Hamsala Devi. Near Hamsala Devi. Okay. So, these are the important information. Next, lakes. Lakes. Look, how many lakes in our Andhra Pradesh? There are two important lakes in our Andhra Pradesh. Yes. Two important lakes. One is Kolleru Lake. Kolleru Lake. Kolleru Lake is a freshwater lake. The Kolleru Lake is a lies between the two rivers Krishna and Godavari. I can show on the map, I can draw. This is our Yes, South India, I can draw this only. Okay. River Krishna, Godavari, river Godavari, Krishna. Between these two rivers, the lake is situated, is called as the Kolleru Lake. Understand? Where the Kolleru Lake situated? Yes, between these two rivers, between Godavari and Krishna, the Kolleru Lake is situated. This is a fresh water lake. Yes, have you ever seen this Kolleru Lake? The Kolleru Lake lies between the two districts, that is called as Krishna district and West Godavari districts. What understand? Krishna district and West Godavari district. Most part of the Kolleru Lake is lies, or most of the Kolleru Lake is belongs to Krishna district only. It is a freshwater lake. Have you ever seen the Kolleru Lake? While we are going to Eluru, yes, we may cross the bridge after Kaikuluru. If you go Eluru, we may see this Kolleru Lake. It is a fresh water lake. It is a fresh water lake. Yes. Do you know that every year the number of birds from other parts of the country migrated to this Kolleru Lake? The many different kinds of birds and migrated from their nation to our country, that is called as from Siberian Lake, from Russia to Krishna district, that is our in Kolleru Lake. So government of Andhra Pradesh takes some care to protect these kind of birds. If anybody hunt the birds, it become a crime. It should be punishable. So these are the important. Now this is called the Godavari, River Krishna. This is Kolleru Lake. As one more lake is called Pulicat Lake. One more lake is called Pulicat Lake. The Pulicat Lake is lies between Nellore districts. It is between the two states, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. Like, look, Pulicat Lake. It is salt water lake. Pulicat Lake is called as a salt water lake. Between the two states, lies between the two states, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. Near Nellore. Okay. Most part of the Pulicat Lake belongs to Andhra Pradesh. Most part of the Pulicat Lake belongs to Andhra Pradesh. So these are the important lakes of Andhra Pradesh. That is, one is Kolluru Lake, another one is Pulicat Lake, Kolluru Lake and Pulicat Lake. These are the two important lakes. Yes, I want to explain one more thing, that is called as deltas. What is called delta? How deltas form? What are the important deltas of our Andhra Pradesh? I can explain you now. Deltas. Delta. What do you know about delta? What is called delta? Delta means the landmass which is formed triangular in shape like Greek letter delta. Once again, I can explain once again, listen. The landmass which is formed triangular in shape, like a Greek letter is called as a delta. Do you know in English alphabetas A, B, C, D, E, F, so on, like that the Greek letter is also have, that is called delta is one of the important Greek letter, that is alpha, beta, gamma, delta, sin theta, cosecant theta, so on, etc., etc., etc. letters are there. These are called as alphabets of Greek. So the means this landmass is just like in delta shape. Generally, near the rivers, these deltas are formed. In our Andhra Pradesh, there are two deltas are there. Godavari deltas, Krishna delta. Understand? The two important deltas. Once again, the landmass which is formed like a Greek letter, triangular in shape like a Greek letter is called as a delta. In Andhra Pradesh, two deltas are there. One is Godavari delta and the second one is Krishna delta. Look, yes, already I told about the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. Listen, river Godavari, river Krishna. So this is the shape of triangle. Of course, your mathematics teacher may give you a perfect triangle with the perfect measurements, that is. But here it is also shape delta triangular only. This is triangular shape. This is Godavari, Krishna. This is also ABC triangular. ABC triangular. So this shape of landmass like a Greek letter is called as delta. This is Godavari delta. and it is called a Krishna delta. Yes. It is very, very fertile lands. At the time of heavy rains, the heavy rains leads to the floods. At the time of heavy rains, these rivers brought alluvial soil. So, deltas are very fertile soils. It is also called as alluvial soil. It was favorable to cultivate all the crops. It can favorable to cultivate all the crops. So, it is called as that there are two important deltas in Andhra Pradesh, that is called as Godavari delta and Krishna delta, and one more delta in east coast, that is Mahanadi delta, because this is our Mahanadi. Yes, Odisha. Okay, once again, what I learned in this session, we have to learn about rivers, deltas, where the important rivers like Godavari, Krishna and Penna, and its originates, where the Godavari originate, where it fall. We have learned the most important information about our Andhra Pradesh. It is called as landforms. What are the landforms? Plains, plateaus and mountains. I think, I hope you are understood and you are note down all these important points. Once again, you, after watching this video, once again you have repeat your noted the points. Okay, thank you very much.